Hello, my name's Joanne James and welcome to another tutorial from the Crafty Owl. Today I'm going to show you a fun technique using the Nice Cuppa stamp set. This is a great set for tea and coffee lovers with two lovely cup stamps and some fun sentiments. We're going to use this stamp here, which is a single polymer stamp that looks like three cups balanced inside each other with the sentiment through the middle. And I'm going to show you how I created this card where I actually inked the stamp in such a way that it looked as if there were three separately coloured cups balanced. So let's get started. So the first thing you need to do is take your photopolymer stamp and actually stick it to a clear mount acrylic block. The next thing that you'll need are some post-it notes, some nice large ones, and you'll need three different colours of ink. So I'm going to create one exactly as I did on this card here. So we're going to use Wisteria Wonder, which I'll just open these as I go, Melon Mambo, and Bermuda Bay. Now the first portion of the stamp that we're going to ink is the middle section here, which we're going to ink in Melon Mambo. And the way that we're going to do this is we're going to mask the stamp, because whilst normally with an ordinary rubber stamp you could ink your stamp with your Stampin' Right markers, so these ones here, if you wanted to ink your rubber stamp, these would work just fine to actually kind of ink the stamp, huff on it and then print. That technique doesn't work quite so well with a polymer stamp because the stamp is slightly different texture and it just resists the ink. So you really need to be able to use an ink pad. So the way we're going to do it is just like this. So mask the outer cups away so that only the central cup is visible. Take your Melon Mambo ink and we're just going to ink it up like so. And we're not going to worry too much about inking onto the post-it notes because that really doesn't matter. So we're going to get our stamp nice and inky. Can you see that? If I hold it over the white, you can just see. So I'm just going to do that again just there. Okay. So once we're happy that we've inked our stamp thoroughly, we can remove our post-it notes like so and just set those to one side. And then can you see already, you can actually see, if I hold it above the piece of card that we're going to stamp onto, you can already see the outline of the cups. So if I turn it up the right way, you can see there. So in order to ink the remaining cups, top and bottom, all you need to do, because we've got the benefit of having a polymer stamp, you simply take your stamp to your ink pad, being very, very careful that the line of the cup that you created here, you align to the edge of the ink pad. So if you look there, you can see very, very carefully, without overlapping, I'm going to ink in that top cup. And if I lift it off, if I place that over the white again, you can see there that it's perfectly inked. Then I'll do the same with the bottom cup in Bermuda Bay. So very, very carefully lining here the top of the cup with the edge of the ink pad. I'm going to ink it and move it away. And then you can see there all three of my cups are nicely inked. I'm actually going to take that Bermuda Bay one just back in just slightly and add a little bit more ink. There we go. Now, just before I stamp it onto my Whisper White cardstock, I've put my cardstock onto a foam pad because I do sometimes find with a polymer stamp there isn't as much give as there is with a rubber stamp, and so it just gives a better stamp, more even coverage. So again, push down nice and firmly, make sure that your stamp is completely in contact with your piece of Whisper White, and then just peel it away. And there you go. You have your 3 cups all beautifully coloured. And if I just hold that in even closer, you can see the lines of the cups. And then quite easily you can just trim that down, add in some of this lovely Have a Cuppa Designer Series paper as your backdrop, and finish your card. You can find further details on this card and lots of other projects on my blog, which you can find at www.blog.thecraftyowl.co.uk. I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial. Please come back next time for more crafting fun with the Crafty Owl. I'm Joanne James. Goodbye.